Them snack cakes may have made me a little chunky, but they never did anything to me. I'll stick with Big Deborah. Let me just say, I love Little Debbie, and I grew up on that stuff, and I still am a big fan of it, which is why I made a Better For You version in my company, Honeycut. I think there is a good conversation to be had around like not vilifying food, like trying to communicate my product. My verbiage comes across like a little bit negative or whatever towards the like conventional snack cakes like Little Debbie, and I don't really mean it to be that way. I do love those brands, like they are the inspiration for mine, but I do think there's like a time and a place for all foods. I think some people don't get affected by these foods. Like my grandpa, not related to food, but like he chain smoked basically his whole life, and like he did eventually pass, as we all do. But from as far as we know, like no complications with his smoking habit. And so there are people who have inability for whatever genetic combination of reasons to like not feel the effects of certain preservatives or processing or high sugar content or gluten or all these things on their system. But there are some of us who do have a little bit of a sensitivity to it. And one thing that I've noticed that I talk to a lot of my friends about, I've never had anybody disagree with me on this, is like if you do take a health journey, your palate and your body unfortunately adjust. And I say unfortunately because it does it turns into an unfortunate reaction. Like when you become like more in tune with health foods and your body becomes more in tune, you swing way more wildly. If you like drink, you'll get like super drunk, your stomach will be really upset. If you eat fast food, you're gonna like feel the effects of how that hurts you. Whereas I think when you're kind of in the Little Debbie type of habit, or like the Taco Bell everyday habit, your body is more calibrated, like that homeostasis is there with it, and so you don't really feel the you're almost like numbed to the effects of those foods. I think, again, genetically, you could be blessed where they don't actually affect you, but you could also just be in a body that is not really showing you, like in immediate terms, the reactions that it's having to those foods because it's numbed out. But over the long term, you could develop chronic conditions, right? And there's this saying, something like you can pay the farmer now or you pay the doctor later. And I should have just Googled it. But anyway, I think that's like, that's the thesis, the average feeling about it. And, and I mean, obviously, I'm not a farmer. I'm not a farmer making Honeycut. But I think in general, like you can pay the food system, you can watch what your inputs are, or you can kind of deal with it if you are to experience any negative effects later. And I think that's an important thing that I just like always have that conversation with people. Around the food industry and around just like generally taking care of your body through health and fitness and mental health. Anyway, I love Big Deborah. Thank you for the comment. Like I said, I'm just using this as like a chance to talk a little bit more about my feelings on food for my page. If anyone did stick around at the end of the video and is interested in what I've been talking about with our healthier, better for you, I shouldn't say healthier because who defines that, right? But better for you versions of snack cakes. You could take a look at our page when we do have inventory. It is always uploaded in the TikTok shop.